Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. This video is part of the Stamp Around UK video hop on the 1st of March 2022. So you will find a list of all of the other UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrators taking part in this video hop in the description bar below. So please do click on that and hop your way around to get lots of fabulous inspiration. And our theme for this month is to use 3 neutral colours and a bright. So I haven't prepared a card in advance. I have simply decided that I am using Mossy, Meadow, Crumb Cake and Sahara Sand as my neutrals, and my pop of bright will be Coastal Cabana. And the reason I picked this is because I'm feeling a kind of beachy vibe, and I want to use the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set, the coordinating seaside seashells, I have to say that slowly, dies, and the Seashells 3D embossing folder. So I know what I'm using, I just don't quite know how I'm using it yet. So bear with me, there might be a few pauses and no, I don't like that, but hopefully it'll not take us too long. So I've already prepped a card base from thick Whisper White card, and I don't think I've got my scoring quite right on that. There we go, sorted. And I have a Coastal Cabana layer and a basic white layer that I'm going to do some stamping and possibly embossing. I've used the large die from the set on Mossy Meadow card with the intention of possibly using some of these bits snipped off on my card. So I have a few scraps of basic white as well that I will do some stamping on. I've already mounted some of the stamps from the set, and I think I want to use Sahara Sand and Crumb Cake for those. So we'll do the smaller ones. I think I haven't actually decided which ones I'm going to do. I've picked out 3, but I think I've possibly only use 2, depending how busy the card looks. I kind of want it to be fairly clean. So I've got my stamp, and on my embossing folder, just want to check which way around it goes. It goes that way. Not that it really matters. So I used Crumb Cake for this one. Yep. And I think I might want to use a sand dollar with Sahara Sand, like so. But I will also stamp this other one. I don't know what it is. Could be a whelk for all I know. I'll stamp that one in Sahara Sand as well. Okay, so these stamps not only coordinate with the dies, so for this one there is a die that will simply cut that out. That one's nice and easy. These ones go into the embossing folder, and you just line up that image with the lines there. So I'll run that through the embossing folder, and then I will cut it with that part of the die as well. Okay, so I'll do the same with this one, but I'll do them separately. Obviously I didn't want to faff about trying to make sure that I had the 2 stamps in exactly the right place when I don't need to. So I'll be back in just a moment once I have embossed and die cut these pieces. Okay, so I simply die cut that one, and I did, as I said, I was going to do embossed and then die cut with that. Now normally if I was doing embossing and die cutting, I would die cut first and then emboss, because sometimes when you run your embossed piece of card back through with a die, it kind of flattens that embossing. But hopefully you can see there is still embossing on this, and you might actually be able to see it better with this piece here. You still have that embossing there even though it's been die cut, and when you do it that way around, it actually makes it easy because your die will just naturally slot in with your embossed piece there, and you don't have to worry about where it's sitting. So that's the reason why I do it this way around with this particular set. Okay, now the die is intended to cut out one large piece like this, so I've already just trimmed off the excess pieces from this bit, and I'll show you me doing that on this one. So it's better than doing a full fussy cut, because you're really just snipping off those extra bits there. Just following that embossed line round makes it so much easier than your normal standard fussy cutting, which I am not a huge fan of, but I know many people are. They find it incredibly relaxing. I find it frustrating. So I'm quite happy to run it through my die cutting machine and then just snip off those excess pieces. Especially, I've already got the die out, so why wouldn't I? So now here comes for the creative piece of the puzzle, where I decide how many bits I want. I'm also going to snip off some pieces here, and I'll tidy that up as well. And it's just to bring in that Mossy Meadow as my third bright. Chop that. Okay. So just tidying off those little bits, go freestyle, and decide how much of that I want. I think I might just want a bit up there, and then possibly another piece down here with that in between. Probably, yeah, quite like that. And you know, this is just audition your bits and bobs and decide exactly where you want them all to go before you start gluing anything down. Now the stamp set does have some lovely sentiments as well. So I am going to use the Friends Are Like Seashells, you collect them along the way, and on inside, I'm so happy I found you, and I'll maybe do a little bit more stamping on the inside with some of the smaller images as well. So I think I want to use Coastal Cabana for my stamping. So I'm going to pop that up in that corner, and then I will definitely know exactly where I want to leave clear. Let me just tap that a few times, make sure I've got it nicely inked up before I stamp that in that corner. Not right in the corner, in a little bit. Give that a moment. Yeah, like it. I like it. Okay, so I have a little thing of glue. It's just Tombow that I have decanted into this little bottle. so that it makes it easier for little things like this. Okay, now I know I want that up in that corner there. Going up like that, just pressing that down. And I think we might have some dimension. Oops. Nice new sheet of dimensionals here. You can definitely see it's still embossed on the white side of that. So pop one there. Like so. I want that to be there. I've got a little bit there that would annoy me if I don't chop that off. Better. So you should see the carnage on the rest of my desk. Might be a nice clean and simple card, but it's not a clean desk, that's for sure. And then I can decide what I'm popping over and under now. Do I want just the 2 or do I want 3? I like 3s. I do like 3s. Maybe do it like that. Why not? So I'll pop the sand dollar in straight under, like so. Add some glue to these bits. Pop that under. Yeah, like that. And I think I'll stick this one on with dimensionals as well. Why not? A couple of dimensionals on there. And let them overlap a little. Maybe not there. Oh, no, has to go that way. Maybe I should do it there. Yeah, let's do it there. Now I had also mounted this little stamp. So I quite like these little bubbles. And we'll take them off the card at this side. Like so. Yeah, I like that. So just now a case of mounting that onto there and onto there, and I want to stamp my sentiment. I think I'll go with Mossy Meadow for the inside, saying I am so happy I found you. Lovely. And let's see. How about that tiny little one here? And bring back my crumb cake for this one. Little shell there. And we've got this little thing. A little bit more Mossy Meadow just coming in, and sort of coastal Cabana with some more of that there. Let me just glue all of this together and then we'll be done. just, in fact, I think it might need a little bit of bling. So I will add a few of the opal rounds when I can find them. Oops, one of the nice big ones up in that corner there. And a couple of the smaller ones down here, filling in a little bit of that lovely clean space. I hope you've enjoyed this card. As I said earlier, it is part of a video tutorial hop, so please do click on the description bar below. You'll get a link to my blog post with the products that I've used, and you'll also find that list of everyone taking part, so you can hop along and get loads more inspiration on how to combine 3 neutrals and a bright. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.